All right, so here we're going to talk about two-way tables. It's another way to represent information from a Venn diagram, okay? So let's just go ahead and read this. The data from a survey of 50 students, that means everything in here adds up to 50, okay, is shown in the Venn diagram. The students were asked whether or not they were taking a foreign language and whether or not they played a sport. So you've got, again, people here that are just taking foreign language. You've got people here that are taking foreign language and a sport. Just sports is here. And then these are the three people that are not taking either. So we can answer some of these questions. How many students are taking a foreign language? So just look at, that's just saying how many people are in this set right here, the whole circle. So you would add 23 plus 14. Okay, so 23 plus 14 would be 37. How many students play a sport? Okay, so just look in the sports. Just look in that circle. 14 plus 10. That's 24. How many students do both? So now you can look at where the circles intersect. That's 14. How many students do not play a sport and do not take a foreign language? So how many students, again, this is an and statement. So how many students do not play a sport, so they're not in this circle, they're not in the sports circle, and they're not in the foreign language circle. So that would be 3 people. They don't do either one. And then how many students play a sport? How many people are in this circle but don't take a foreign language? That would be this area right here, not where they intersect, right? We're not including where they intersect because it's saying they play a sport but they don't do the foreign language. So that means there's just 10 people. So there's other ways to organize this information. And it says here a two-way table is similar to the Venn diagram. It shows data that pertain to 2 different categories, which we've seen. The data from one sample group is shown as it relates to 2 different categories. The same information from the Venn diagram above is shown in the two-way table, okay, where one category is represented by rows and the other by columns. So here's the same data, but they've arranged it in a two-way table. So they put play a sport here, and they put do not play a sport, and then you have totals. And then here they'll arrange the second set as take a foreign language, do not take a foreign language, and totals for that. So you can kind of see we've got 50, we've got the total down on the side here. Okay, so if you add in the people that play a sport and the people that don't play a sport, okay, you can kind of see what's on here. 14 plus 23, and that's 37. Okay, you've got people that do not take a foreign language but play a sport. Okay, hope I said that right. So let me go back on here. People that play a sport, okay, you've got those totals going down here, I guess. We should look at that. Play a sport is down. So playing a sport would include the people in this circle right here. People that play a sport but don't take the foreign language, and then people that play a sport but do. So that's what we have here. Play a sport was 14 with the foreign language, and this is do not. And then you've got here people that don't play a sport but take the foreign language. Those are the people that are just in the foreign language section. And then don't play a sport but don't take the foreign language. Those are the people out here. Okay, and you can add all these totals up when you do these, and you should get 50 no matter which way you do it. So 37 plus 13 is 50. And then if you go this way, 24 and 26 is also 50. Okay, so it says the totals are shown for the corresponding row or column with a grand total of 50 in the data set. And then we can basically just figure out how to rewrite some of our Venn diagrams using two-way tables. So, all right. So we'll do one of these together. All right, so let's try one of these. There were 100 customers in a restaurant that were asked whether they liked chicken or beef and whether they liked rice or pasta. Okay? Out of 30 customers that liked rice, 20 liked chicken. And there were 6 customers that liked chicken. Okay. So what we're going to do is, again, organize our data into a two-way table. And on this two-way table, we're going to, and this is going to be interesting, what I want you to do is have 2 columns, okay? We'll have, this is going to be a little bit tiny, but we're going to try to fit it all in here. We're going to have, actually we're going to have more than 2 columns just because we've got the two-way table here, but we're going to need, actually we're going to need a total column as well. Wow. Okay, so we actually need more room, but we'll just try this. I'm just going to try it. All right, so over here we're going to have chicken or beef. And up here, we're going to have rice and pasta. We know that 100 customers were asked, okay? So we know that our total way down here, that's kind of blocked, this should be 100 right there. These are, again, these are the total columns. And these are totals as well, going across. Okay, so going down and going across, you've got totals. All right, so now we just have to fill in the information here. So out of 30 customers that liked rice, so they told us you've got 30 customers that like rice. So let's put a 30 for the total amount of people that like rice. Okay? Out of those people, 20 liked chicken as well. So we've got chicken and rice is 20. So now if you think of totals here, we can figure the rest of this out. People that liked chicken and rice was 20, but the total number of people that liked rice was 30, so then this number must be 10. That means 10 more people like rice and they like beef. Okay? Okay, then there were 60 customers that liked chicken, so over here, you're going to put a 60. You're going to put a 60 right there. So now you know that you've got, that's Ethan in the background. You've got 60 people that like chicken. If 20 people liked rice and chicken, that means if you do 60 minus 20, that's 40. So 40 people like pasta and chicken. So again, you can just fill all these out now. Now I know if I go down this way, the totals, 60 people, again, like chicken. That means how many people liked beef if the total is 100? 60 plus what is 100? 40. So now I can fill that out. So 40 people apparently liked beef altogether, going across that way. And then I can fill in this one as well, the missing one in here, because I know across these should add up. So 10 plus what gives me 40? 30. Okay? And then now, if I want to, I can figure out how many people like pasta. If I add these down, 40 plus 30 is 70. And then you should just make sure everything adds up right. We can kind of see 30 plus 70 gives me 100, that's right. And 60 plus 40 gives me 100, so that's right. So it looks like this is all correct, all right? So what I want you to do maybe is try number 4, okay? And see if you can fill out a table for number 4.